In this video, I wanted to quick address something. When she put the restraining order on me in 2010, as you can see on the screen, she told the police that she wanted them to confiscate my shotgun and my handgun. This is a screenshot from the paperwork from the PFA restraining order, and if you'll notice where I have it highlighted and underlined, it says, Julie, or actually, it says, I, Julie, plaintiff in this PFA, state that the defendant used or threatened to use the following, it's cut off, ammunition against plaintiff and or minor children. So she's signing this document stating that I either used or threatened to use a handgun, and you saw on the other paper, a shotgun. And the police came to knock on my door with this paperwork to confiscate my handgun and shotgun. The only handgun I ever had when we were married was a spring-loaded handgun BB gun pistol. It would shoot pellets, darts, and BBs. And you wouldn't be able to hurt anybody with that other than maybe a little sting. It was very clearly not a real gun. And I don't know if she couldn't tell the difference. I don't know. I explained it to her. That gun disappeared. I think it broke or I threw it away or something. But the cops did confiscate my quote-unquote shotgun. And my shotgun was a Crossman Powermaster BB gun. It was a pump-action air BB gun. Again, I had showed it to her, and I told her I wanted to keep it around so that when the boys were a little older, we could target practice and play with it and have fun, have father-son time. And she was disapproving of it, and I'm not sure if she didn't quite understand the difference between a real gun and a BB gun. But again, this PFA says that, or she signed off on it, saying that I either used it or threatened to use it on her and or my kids. And I never threatened to use any weapon on her or my kids, or I never threatened to use my BB gun on her or my kids. So you've got the documentation in front of your face. Am I accusing her of lying about me? No, I'm not accusing her of not lying either. I don't know if she was consciously fully aware that she was accusing me of threatening her and my kids with guns, or if she didn't understand the instructions when someone was going through the paperwork with her and she signed that, and all she was thinking about is, Adam has a gun, like my rifle, my BB gun. I don't know which. It was one of the two, but I don't know. I don't know. Was she telling people that I have guns and I was threatening people with them and threatening her and my kids with them? Like, I just have to add in, that's crazy. I would never threaten anyone with a gun, and I never did. And if you think I'm lying, like, look, it even says Crossman Powermaster, poor condition. Like, the cops laughed when I gave it to them. And that's the situation I'm in. This is why I say I don't know if she realizes what she was doing all through this. Like, I think she may have made mistakes like this, just like when she remembered things that happened. Like, she gets it mixed up and exaggerates it, like a BB gun becomes a shotgun. You needed to see that. As though these BB guns are even worth even mentioning. She didn't have approval of me playing with the guns with my sons, which that was the plan. When they're old enough, we could target practice and they could have the gun and I could get them more BB guns or whatnot. No, she didn't approve of that because that's, I don't know, ask her. Maybe the same reason she didn't approve that I could watch the G.I. Joe cartoons. Like, I bought all of the G.I. Joe cartoons on DVD, and I wanted to watch them with my kids because I loved G.I. Joe, and they would too. And she said, we can't watch them because they're too violent, because they punch each other in the face and have laser guns, even though the Bible's not too violent. And I don't know if you've read the Bible, but it's very, very violent. The crucifixion, I mean, come on. But this is the mentality I was dealing with. Yeah. And when your grandparents came to visit in the summer of 2009 at Akron, Pennsylvania, when I wasn't around, she told them that I have a gun in the back room, like as though that's like some bad thing and she's tattling on me. And again, this was a Crossman Powermaster BB gun. And this is the mentality. She thinks I'm a dangerous, murderous person going to kill her with a BB gun, I guess. That's the whole point of this video. I had to relinquish my gun collection of my BB rifle from when I was 13, and I bought it at the store. I bought it at Walmart by myself. This dangerous weapon. The reason I brought all this up about this gun is you can see her mentality, that she thinks I'm a dangerous, violent person that's going to come after her with guns. And I hope you realize that's not true. I mean, it's been 15 years and I've never come after anyone with any weapons. And like when she remembers what happened that night, just today, your grandmother finally for the first time told me, oh, she said you tried to kill her with a pillow. Well, if you watch the video, I didn't try to kill her. And I did grab a pillow very briefly because I thought she was going to bite my hand. Then I threw the pillow away. But her memory of things is, I don't know, you tell me. She's never told me. I'm just going by how she told the police I have a shotgun and a handgun. And how when I went to Wharton to pick you guys up, I would have had 10 days to bond with you and spend every day with you, take you out to eat, go get you gifts, stuff like that, get to know your dad. And because when I went in there and I said, Julie, I came here to ask you if I can take them out to dinner and give them gifts and then bring them back home, she said, no, you can't take my kids from me. And I'm saying that Renee Valentine really did a number on her and convinced her that I'm going to like kidnap you guys and take you away and never bring you back. And that's all she was hearing. Even though I know you guys, I'm hoping you remember what I actually said. And I know Katie does. She was there and I had it on video just to cover my ass in case something like this happened. But like that, she interprets everything I say and do in a totally different way than it is in reality. And she's had 15 years of framing the way you think of me every time you think of me. Like, Dad doesn't matter. Dad is a liar. Dad tried to kill me. You don't have to talk to him if you don't feel comfortable. Well, of course you're not going to feel comfortable if she's constantly saying that kind of thing. And then your Nana and everyone in your family, everybody you know around you has only heard her twisted, warped story that I tried to murder her, which I didn't. Like, for instance, I remember when I was talking on the phone with Hannah once, I heard Julie say, God is your father. And then she heard me go, like, yell on the phone. She's like, no, she take it back or something like that. She realized how crazy that sounds. But that shows, like, her mentality. She was trying to get you guys to not view me as your father, not value me, I'm not a human, you know. And as you got older, of course, she completely ignored the court order. No matter how many times I took her to court or emailed her, she just completely ignored everything. And every time I emailed her to confront her about it, she would just get offended and clam up and refuse to respond. Like, because I was calling her to be accountable as an adult, to follow the court order. Why are you trying to keep kids away from their father? What is wrong with you? Like, if this was reversed, I would never do that to her. And this is the mentality, again, where when I'm talking like mentality, I mean learning disabilities, okay? She calls Tim Delaney, her mother, her father, her stepmother, I think Megan Delaney, all these people to come rescue her from me when I came to visit you at the school. I mean, that's like a little child's thinking. And again, she didn't need protection. And if she did need protection, those people aren't going to protect you. I would have just taken you guys and ran or done whatever crazy violent thing that I was going to do. I came to visit you, and I'd emailed her so many times telling her this. But in her mind, I'm coming to kidnap you, or I'm coming to murder her, or both, or some totally insane, crazy thing. And that's what kept me away from you all these years. And every single day and night, I think about this. How can I reunite with my kids? What can I do? And I don't have a lucrative career. I probably never will, which is why I didn't have the money to keep taking her back to court and try and force things to happen. Whereas she got free lawyers. And I think she probably relished in being looked at as a victim, and everybody would pay special attention to her and take her side and make her feel affirmed because she felt powerless. Meanwhile, she took $227,000 from me, and I'm still giving that money up until June. And if you guys wondering, where were you? Like Hannah had asked, where were you when I graduated? Where were you? This is where I was, Hannah. I'm stuck here paying child support, paying court fees when I don't have enough money just to even live. And I don't get food stamps because child support is not counted as an expense when they calculate whether or not you can get food stamps. I've been crushed financially under her foot on my neck for 15 years. That's where I was. And I'm just wanting to, now that you're adults and you can think for yourself, maybe you can reconsider the story that you heard or what happened that night and realize there's another side to this. I'm not trying to gaslight you. Did I ever say you didn't see what you saw? No. I'm saying you didn't see X-ray vision through my body, what my hand was doing. But I'm hoping you can remember that she was gasping for air every time going, which means my hand is not on her mouth because she's breathing. Furthermore, if I was going to try to kill her, I wouldn't grab a decorative pillow on the couch. I would put my hands around her neck, and I hate saying this because I hate anyone trying to visualize this, but you put your hands around someone's neck and you squeeze. That's how you murder somebody. You don't cover their mouth only when they're screaming. After I warned her 3 times, I'm going to have to physically restrain you if you don't lower the volume or the cops are going to come. Which, by the way, you guys would have gone into foster care, and Julia might have gone to prison for at least 8 years for assault with a deadly weapon after she came after me with a knife and cut me, and I did not retaliate. I mean, that'd be a really hard case to put as self-defense in court when I didn't use any weapons on her, I did not hurt her, and I didn't retaliate. And it's kind of a mandatory thing, too, if you use a deadly weapon like that. Like, she went and got the thing and came back and attacked me. This is the mentality. This is what I'm trying to say. This is not me trying to make your mom talk bad about your mom and make her look stupid. This is me. I have to have my proverbial day in court. And that's why I'm making these videos, so you can see this. When you guys went out to eat with me, I don't know, did I give you the impression that I'm about to strangle somebody or come after somebody with a shotgun? I mean, all I'm doing is showing love and trying to reach out. And it may be that Julie will never, ever admit, well, maybe I made a really dumb mistake and I was being emotional and maybe I wasn't paying attention to everything that he said before he got me on the couch, or he wouldn't have got me on the couch, which I shouldn't have done. I already admitted that. That was foolish, but it wasn't me trying to hurt her. It wasn't me trying to kill her. And maybe she doesn't remember. Well, I proved it. I proved beyond any question or shadow of a doubt I did not prevent her from breathing, or she wouldn't have been able to gasp for air over and over and scream over and over. And she wouldn't have been alive. And people don't do that. You don't suddenly decide to murder somebody, fail. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. She's the size of a child. Somehow I failed. And then I never try to do that to anybody ever again. You guys should learn about criminal psychology. People have patterns in their whole life. Violent and murderous people, they have patterns. It's not a one-off thing where, she interrupted me one night and I decided it was time to murder her right here in front of the kids. I want you to reconsider all this. I don't want to have to talk about her at all. I have to in these videos so that you know the other side of this. I don't want you thinking your dad is a murderer, and that I don't want you thinking your dad doesn't have feelings and he does not matter. You should not ever have any hesitancy about talking to me, seeing me, visiting me, having me come there. Nothing. The other part is Renee Valentine really programmed her to think that way about me. And Renee Valentine has a lot of guilt and fault in all this situation. I wanted you to see this. Please reconsider all of this, and please don't flippantly dismiss all of this. Realize how much work I put into this and how much, you have no idea how much mental health damage has been done to me with this. Why have I gone to different therapists? Why have I been on medications for years? Why did I have a suicide attempt? Why do I have suicidal ideations on a regular basis? Because my baby's mother took them away from me, and she's convinced them that I tried to murder her. Yeah, I mean, do I hate her? I don't think about any of that, but I don't want her to think that either. I don't want her to think that I tried to murder her. I want her to see all this and realize, wow, Adam, yeah, we didn't get along. And yeah, she was mad at me because of that I restrained her. Well, there's another side to it. Why couldn't she just lower the volume? Stop doing that. Like when you go outside on the porch and start screaming your lungs out in that neighborhood, that scared the bejesus out of me. The cops are about to come. This was not a matter of me being angry at her anymore. This is me concerned for all of us. The hell she's about to unleash on us if she don't quiet down.